Time now for the morning rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at a slight possibility of a few spot showers near that northern state line starting tonight into tomorrow morning. It'll begin over southern Colorado before sinking a little farther south into our northern mountains and northeastern plains. Accumulation, not much. Even coverage is going to be limited, but it'll be something we'll watch for up near the northern state line over the next 24 hours. Crystal.
Happening today, we're expecting to learn if anyone was hurt after this car slammed into a home. The crash happened at Glen Rio and Palisades. You can see the car just ripped through a concrete barrier there and slammed into the garage. No word on if anyone was hurt or if anyone was arrested.
Today, one of the three suspects accused in the mutilation and murder of an Albuquerque man is expected in court. According to court records, Chase Motherman and Mariah Ferry are accused of kidnapping John Soyka last August, while Mitchell Overhand is accused of tampering with evidence. All three were indicted. Today, Mariah Ferry is scheduled in court for a motion hearing. We will let you know when that happens.
On to other news this morning, an Albuquerque homeowner is warning others after he captured a porch pirate on camera who he says clearly had a plan. That happened in the neighborhood near Eubank and Indian School. Security video shows a woman approaching the home. Minutes after, I should say, the delivery truck pulls away. Moments later, she swipes the package and leaves. The homeowner says he believes the crook is following delivery trucks.
This morning, a high-level scientist could be in trouble after leaving some top-secret documents on a plane. According to a CNN employee, the documents outlined important national security information regarding anti-terrorism drills in preparation for Super Bowl 52, namely with how to handle an anthrax attack. The report highlighted several areas for improvement. CNN says they withheld reporting the documents to ensure public safety.
While last year's Super Bowl featured several political ads, companies this year decided to focus more on humor and star power. Some of the fan favorites included the NFL ad featuring Eli Manning and Odell Beckham Jr. performing a scene from the movie Dirty Dancing, the Tide ad starring Stranger Things actor David Harbour, the Doritos collaboration with Mountain Dew featuring a rap battle between Peter Dinklage and Morgan Freeman was also a favorite, while the Ram truck ad featuring a speech from Martin Luther King Jr. received a handful of criticism. Crystal?
Just into our newsroom, Syrian activists say at least 23 civilians are dead after intense government airstrikes on a rebel-held suburb. This is near Damascus. Syrian officials say waves of airstrikes hit at least 5 neighborhoods in the eastern suburb, the only remaining rebel stronghold near the capital. At least 70 people are recovering from injuries this morning. That number is expected to climb as rescue operations continue today.
This morning, Amtrak is blaming freight rail operator CSX for the Sunday crash that killed 2 people and injured more than 100 others. The Amtrak passenger train was diverted onto a side track just before it slammed into a parked unmanned freight train in South Carolina. Amtrak's president says CSX is responsible for that section of track and the signals.
Today, the House Intelligence Committee is expected to vote on whether to release the Democratic rebuttal to the Republican memo just released last week. The GOP memo accuses officials at the FBI and DOJ of abusing their power by authorizing surveillance of a former member of the Trump campaign. Democrats say key details were missing in that memo. The vote, if it does happen, to release the Democratic memo, it would still be up to the president to decide how and if it should be made public.
New this morning, a bill not allowing minors to get an abortion without parental consent is stalled in committee this morning after hitting a roadblock. The bill would have required a letter to be sent to parents before the abortion, unless the abortion is because of rape or incest. Now, in that case, CYFD would be notified. Recently, the House Consumer and Public Affairs Committee tabled the bill on a 3-2 vote.
On to news happening today. Legislators are warming up to square off on the court. This is for the annual Hoops for Hope game in Santa Fe. State senators will be led by the UNM coaching staff, state representatives by the NMSU staff. Money raised will benefit the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. The game tips off tonight at 7 in the Santa Fe High School gym. Tickets are just $5.
And today, orange barrels are back. Construction continues for the ART project. Beginning today in Old Town, you can expect right lane closures on Coors until you reach Atrisco. Downtown, there will be several lane closures at First and Central intersection, and north and southbound Monroe will also be closed with right lane turn access only. Now, we will continue to follow the latest for you on air and online at KRQE.com. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index up to 1. Just looking at chilly temperatures this morning. That's it. This afternoon, more sunshine, highs well above average in the 60s, and light winds coming out of the west about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Crystal.
Startling new facts for you this morning. The latest data from the CDC shows 16 more children died from the flu just last week. More states are also reporting high activity with an uptick in hospitalizations. The health agency reported 53 child deaths from the flu since October.
And more rheumatologists are needed in the workforce to treat the aging baby boomer patient population. According to 2 studies, there aren't enough specialists in the arthritis field to meet the growing demand despite an increase in training programs. Kristen?
Time now for a check on traffic. Nothing major out there. We are looking pretty good on both major intersections as well as the surface streets. Of course, I'll keep you updated if that changes.
Here's a reason to celebrate today. It's World Nutella Day. Millions of people across the world are celebrating the spread that combines hazelnuts and cocoa. Nutella's origin can be traced all the way back to the 1800s. At that time, there were plenty of nuts, but little cocoa. Many years later, toward the end of World War II, there once again was a lack of cocoa. A pastry maker at that time started making the sweet paste. He later turned it into the paste that's something more spreadable, and a beloved food item was born.
Yum.
Who knew it was so old?
All right, time for the 5 facts.
Start with number 5 here. Video going viral this morning of some Atlanta middle schoolers dancing and celebrating. The reason? The kids just found out they were getting a chance to see Black Panther, a film focusing on an African superhero of the same name. So far, the film by Marvel has racked up more pre-sale tickets than any other film of its kind. Officials at the school said they want to take the students because they say it's history in the making.
At number 4, East Mountain High School will be closed today. This after widespread illness is forcing the closure of yet another school. Nearly 400 students and staff at the APS charter school will be out today. According to the school's Facebook, they say many students and staff are already sick. As of now, they are only expected to be closed today. This is just the latest school to get shut down by sickness.
At number 3, temperatures comfortable across the state today. Albuquerque in the mid-60s underneath that mostly sunny sky. Winds will be breezy to windy over the plains. We are watching the potential for a few spot showers to make it over the northern state line tonight into tomorrow. Albuquerque cooler temperatures expected by Wednesday.
Number 2 now, Philadelphia Eagles still likely celebrating this morning after a last-minute win over the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 52. Seems some hometown fans, though, in Philly did a little too much celebrating. That included damaging businesses and property. Even a car was flipped onto its side. Still, the town says a parade is in the works for the underdog champs.
And at number 1, I-40 is finally back open this morning after being shut down for more than 12 hours yesterday. A man threatening to jump from the Louisiana overpass forced APD to close the freeway and turning it into a virtual parking lot. A late evening crash near I-40 in Eubank also had officers closing another portion of the road. Everything was finally reopened just before 1 a.m. this morning.